And so as someone that has lived through the gringo bubble of 2011 in Cuenca, Ecuador, I had never seen such inflation rates as I saw when I was living through that bubble. You've heard of Ghostbusters, we're Labyrinth Busters. Notwithstanding the fact that we were hacking our lives and we're still paying $250 a month in rent and such, the speed to which the prices spike in these locales that are promoted on the internet is reminiscent of the spikes that you see in the States when you see spikes in prices, in oil prices or interest rates. Those are the kinds of spikes. A lot of people don't see that because, they're from more expensive locales, and as far as prices in California and New York are higher than 80-90% of the rest of the world, generally speaking. So, if you're coming from a high cost area to begin with, you may or may not understand or see that you're in the middle of a bubble. All you know is that it's cheaper than where you came from. So I'm here in southern Italy and I see that the pineapples are on sale. Grazie. And that's the lettuce, and it's 50 cents. Not bad. So I see that the pineapple is on sale for 99 cents a kilo. I want to see how many kilos the pineapple is. I'll weigh that in a second. Okay, so it's 1.69 kilos, which means it'd be $1.69 for the pineapple, which is just slightly higher than, say, Coral Centro at about $1.20. It was reported within the Gringo Press that rental prices year to year, we're talking about after the bubble had already been in full swing, that year to year the inflation rate on rentals was only 10%. Sounded normal, didn't it? But what needed to be pointed out is that if you were starting from the already inflated price of when the traffic came in and blew up the prices, say in the first 3 years, the prices jumped up 50% or 100%. And then after the third year, they went up another 10%. And then the fourth year, and then the fifth year, another 10%. So really, in 4 and 5 years, the prices were up 120 and 130%. But they were just counting from the previous year of the already inflated bubble price to the next bubble price year as a 10% increase. Whereas from where we were looking at it, within this bubble promoted area from the RAM magazines, when we were starting out, from the rents we were paying, the prices were doubling and tripling. So, it's a matter of perspective and where you're sitting, where you're sitting from and where you're looking at it from. These apples is a one-day sale. They're 99 cents a kilo.
And they grow here. All apples that we buy at the stores here, all of them are grown here in Italy.
So it's a one-day sale, for 99. They're normally not 99 a kilo. They're normally anywhere between 140 and, 180.
Yeah, well, the store is like 5 minutes from here.
Huge apples too. All right, so when you buy the chicken in quantity, that's 3 kilos, which is around 7 pounds. It's only $1.10 per pound, or €2.50 a kilo. So yeah, I get in quantity, and it's $1.10 a pound, which is about €2.50.
Johan, did this dinner cost more than $1, do you think?
Probably not.
I made risotto. It's made with chicken stock. It's really delicious. Angelo helped me make the focaccia. That's not pizza, that's focaccia. And then I made a vegetable frittata. It's got zucchini and broccoli in there.
How many zucchini is in there?
1 zucchini is in there.
Okay, that's 35 cents.
And
How many
then
eggs?
it's 6 eggs.
6 eggs, so that's 75 cents, so that's $1. So that's $1.
But it's got broccoli in there too. And it does have a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there.
Okay, $1.50.
Okay.
And how much rice is that?
The whole 2.2 pounds of rice, which is a kilo, right, is $1.50, and I used a cup. This is a cup of rice.
So about 35 cents. So that's 185. What about this?
This is like 3 cups of flour, and then it's got
How many cups are in a whole kilo?
I think that there's like 6 cups or 8 cups or
So
something.
25 cents, so that's 185 to 10.
And then there's a little tiny bit of sauce on here, that's it, because we like our focaccia with a little bit of sauce and a little bit of garlic and some fresh basil.
So $2.50. And then the salad, probably another 50 cents, so that's $3. Throw in another $1 for oil and what have you, and that's $4. 4 people, $1 each.
Plus another 50 cents on oil because bad drinks not covered.
That's $4.
Is that true you had a cup of oil on your food?
Absolutely not. I had at least half a bottle.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
$4 divided by 4 people, $1 a piece.
all right, let's eat.
One thing about Italy is that I know the differences between when I was a boy. It's way more of a car culture, even in small towns. You see it just reminds you of being in the States where people, they're all in a car. Whereas now there are areas that are designated pedestrian only, and I realize that in a lot of places in Europe and especially Italy, but I'm seeing a difference though, and a change. It's definitely more of a car culture. I mean, there's people walking, but typically we're usually a minority walking around. So in that sense, it's a little bit different than Latin America. It's just different time, different culture at a different time. And that's why I like the small town, because I can just walk everywhere. The weather's fantastic. There's the Count of Monte Cristo bars. Try cutting those loose with your little file. Okay, we're home.